bit of a confession to make. I've never seen the Old Man of Storr on the Isle of Skye. Never seen it. For somebody who loves weird, wacky, otherworldly landscapes, to have not seen the Old Man of Storr is just bizarre. It's like an architect who's never been to St. Paul's Cathedral or the Colosseum, or a painter that's never seen the Mona Lisa. It's wrong. It's a travesty, and I need to put it right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to the Isle of Skye, and we're going to spend 3 days up there and go and check out the Old Man of Storr. And by we, I mean you and me. It's going to be dark. It's almost dark now. We're kind of a few days off the shortest day of the year. There's not going to be a lot of light, but I don't care. I just want to go and see it anyway. Who cares? So yeah, van's packed. Let's get going. Right, stopped off at T-Bay Services. I always stop here for a strong coffee on a long road trip. So let's go and get some caffeine injection and then get going. Hiya, could I have wow, lava. It's red hot. But that should hopefully keep me going to north of the border, north of the wall, and up into Scotland. God, it won't if the top keeps coming off. So next stop, I think what I'm going to do is head up probably to Glencoe actually, and maybe spend the night in Glencoe, and then carry on from there to Eilean Donan Castle, and then on to Skye tomorrow at some point. So yeah, tonight another 4 hours, like I say, Glencoe, and we'll wake up hopefully with some nice conditions in the morning. So let's go. Landed in Glencoe. You probably can't see this, but the buckle is right there. Surrounded by mountains. A little bit of a full moon going on, not quite a full moon. I'm not far off, I must admit. So it's actually quite light, but obviously you won't be able to see anything on here. It's not a bad spot here. It'd be nice to wake up to that view in the morning and then head on the rest of my journey. So I've got quite a few hours yet of darkness ahead of me, so I think what I'm going to do, I mean, it's about 10:30 now. I'll have a beer, get myself in the park, have a beer, and then and settle down for the night. And we've got light, not much light, but it is light. Close the curtains. Cheers everybody, here's to a successful trip in Skye, and let's hope and pray that the weather gods are going to be kind. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. It's been crazy this morning. As the sun's been coming up very slowly, I mean, there's no sun at the moment at all. It's just completely cloudy and miserable, but still beautiful. It's been really busy here. I think there's a lot of work going on down in Glencoe at the moment. Constructing something, I don't know what the hell it is, but I got questioned by this guy in a steamroller. You can't make this stuff up. Asking me what I was doing, what you up to. Now to kind of explain that I'm doing videos, and he's like, "What? Well, Scotland." I think he thought I was some kind of industrial spy, maybe. I don't know. But look at that! Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So I think what I'm going to do, it's kind of unsettled me really. The amount of traffic's come down here. They're all looking at me a bit weird. I'm obviously not supposed to be here. So I've not had a coffee. I'm going to move on. I think I'm going to carry on with the rest of the journey, get on to probably to Fort William to start with, because I'm going to get some brekkie there in a really nice place, get a nice coffee and some breakfast, and enjoy this view driving through Glencoe, because it is absolutely stunning. Let's go get some brekkie. I'm starving. Right, that was so worth stopping off for. Such a good breakfast. That black pudding, Stornoway black pudding it is, with the egg. Oh, it's so good. And the chutney, flipping out. So that's set me up for the day now. I had 2 coffees as well in the end. Which means I need to get moving, because it's 20 to 12, and of course there's not a lot of light at the moment, with it being almost the shortest day. Yeah, I need to get up to Eilean Donan Castle and hopefully get there for sunset, maybe. Not that there'll be much of a sunset, because it's quite cloudy, quite overcast. But you never know. You just never know. I want to go and have a look anyway. I've like I said, I've driven past it once. Didn't get a chance to stop. So I want to stop and have a look and have a little wander around and
yeah, go and enjoy it. And then from there, I'll head over on to Skye and find somewhere to sleep the night before the big day tomorrow. So yeah, let's keep going.
Right, thought I'd have a quick leg stretch here, and I've picked the worst spot in the whole of the loch because there's trees everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on a bit further down. I know there is a clear bit a bit further down this loch, and it's like glass at the moment. I mean, look at it, it is like a mirror. Beautiful. So I want to get a nice clear view of that. But, yeah, I just thought I'd stop and stretch my legs a little bit because I've been sat down a lot. Doing a lot of driving and not a lot of walking so far. Still got my trainers on, I haven't even got my boots on yet, so I'm looking forward to getting them on and start getting amongst it. Just raring to go, itching to get up there. I need to just chill out a little bit. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to move on a bit further and find a spot that I know is definitely clear and open, where we'll be able to see those great views. Right, I was completely wrong. This is Loch Dudar, and it was Loch Thingamajig that you get better views on looking down. Because we've kind of risen up now and we've gone away from the loch down there. Isn't that gorgeous though? Some beautiful crepuscular rays over there on those hills. I've got no idea what they're called, and I kind of like that. I don't know any of it. It's all a mystery, but it's stunning. Little patches of snow on the top as well. This is a beautiful landscape, and it feels like we really are quite remote now. We've come quite a long way. When I say we, I mean you and me, of course. But we have come a long way from Glencoe. I mean, a couple of hours away. I'll spin you around so you can see everything. A bunch of trees around here, and kind of like that view there. That's absolutely stunning with those trees and the mountains and that little bit of light coming through the gap there. Very, very beautiful. Look at these crepuscular rays now. Wow. I keep meaning to get going, but every time I do it just gets better. Like shafts coming from the heavens. Right, enough of them. Let's get on to Eilean Donan Castle and hopefully get a sunset shot. Let's do it. Further west I get, the better the weather. Look at that. So heading off in that direction there, there's a whole lot of blue sky. Just check it out behind. Everywhere actually. This beautiful soft light. That's gorgeous, golden. So this is Loch Thingamajig. I knew I'd get a better view of it somewhere. Looking quite low though. I don't know if that's a normal thing. It's like a bit like Thirlmere when it's really down low. But
Just look at it. Just abandoned the van. Just left it. That'll do. I'm going to get my camera out, maybe get a couple of shots looking towards Ben, whatchamacallit, up there. Looks nice, doesn't it? And then I need to get on because time is running out. This is actually perfect time to be at the castle, preparing for what could be an amazing sunset. Maybe I've just jinxed it, but... This place, it's kind of special to me really, because I've wanted to see this since round about 1986. I think it was 86, whenever the film Highlander came out with Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery. I remember seeing this in the film because this is where Conor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod lived for some reason. And there's a scene where they all come across this bridge here and they're on the way to battle. I remember thinking, wow, I'd love to see that place. And then forgot about it. And then the Gram happened, and now it's been shot to death. I mean, it must be one of the most photographed castles in the world, surely. And quite rightly so, it's absolutely beautiful. But, you know, conditions aren't right today in terms of photography. I mean, I've got my camera here, but it's not going to work. Tide's out, there's no water, there's no reflections. Well, a little bit of reflection, but not much. Sky's looking pretty... Well, I say that, it looks pretty rubbish, but you never know, that could all just go pink. And it could really kick off. Sunset is probably about half an hour away, maybe a little bit longer. So you never know. I think I'm probably going to stick around for a little bit and see what happens. But I'm not that bothered, to be honest with you. I'm just really, really chuffed to bits to be stood here looking at it. And I've got the same philosophy for the Old Man of Storr tomorrow. I'm not that bothered about getting a photograph. I mean, if I get a photograph, I will, you know, obviously, if I get an opportunity. You're damn right I will. But I'm here to see it. I'm here to see that amazing landscape, that amazing place. I saw it in Prometheus in one of the opening scenes. And I remember thinking, God, that is just an unbelievable place, you know, otherworldly. So just to be there and experience that is enough for me, and that's kind of nice, really. Actually, that's I've said this before on other photography vlogs, that when the weather's not perfectly right, or when your mindset is, I just want to go and see it, I don't want to photograph it, it's massive pressure off. It's great. But look at this place. Apparently, it's rebuilt 4 times over the centuries, from various pillaging, probably, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to hang around a little bit and see what happens with the sunset, and maybe get some shots, or to maybe just drive onto Skye. Skye is that way now, in that direction, so I'll be heading off pretty soon, I think. So I'll pop over here and sit on the rocks for a little bit. See what happens, because the sky is definitely looking interesting. Some, like an orange glow up there. Tide looks like it's coming in. I might be imagining that, I don't know. But I'm sure there's more water there. It seems to be seeping in. I mean, I could check the tide tables, you know. But again, I've not done any research. But it definitely looks like it's risen since I've been here. So it's worthwhile staying a little bit longer. I mean, the alternative is just to drive onto Skye and park up and that's it. So in the dark, I might as well just wait a little bit longer and see what happens here. After everything I said about not bothering getting a photograph. But you know, if the circumstances are right, conditions look optimal or semi-optimal, then why not? You know. Besides, it's nice just sitting here. Real seasidey smell, you know, that kind of fishy sea smell, but nice, not a horrible fishy smell. Gorgeous. It's gone a bit overcast now, and I don't think there's going to be any decent light, so tide definitely was coming in though, coming in quite a lot, and I would have stayed if the sky looked a bit nicer and not completely gone overcast. So I'm going to head on over to Skye now. So the sky's rubbish, and I've got Skye. So yeah, nice place. Let's go. Actually found my bedroom for the night. There's my bedroom. See, I've just found it. That's my van. But this is where I'm going to stay. You won't be able to see anything out there, but let me tell you what's out there. That is the sound of Raasay. Obviously it's the sea, and again you won't be able to see it, but the Old Man of Storr is just over there. I can see it. Yeah, very excited indeed, very excited. So I think this should be quite a quiet spot tonight. I'm hoping anyway. A few cars are whizzing past, but I'm hoping later on it'll all calm down a bit. But in the meantime, I think what I'm going to do is, it's about 5 o'clock now, I'm going to get some food on, boil some water and get some dehydrated chili, and get eating. I do apologise about all these dark videos, you know, there's just no light. The damn sun just keeps going down. There's not a lot of light in the days, but that's okay. Tomorrow's the big day, and hopefully I'll get a good 6 hours of, hopefully, filming something. Right, yip yapping on. I'm gonna get a beer on. I'm gonna get the chili on, and get inside as well, because it is definitely cooling off a little bit now. So let's go inside. I'm having tonight. Expedition foods. I've not had these before actually. I've had fire pot chili con carne. It was really good actually, but I've not tried this one, so I'll give it a go. To be honest, I don't really care. Obviously not the best idea doing this, carbon monoxide and all that kind of stuff, but I've got a carbon monoxide alarm there, so they don't want to get too much moisture in here either. 1,000 calories, yeah, I'm pretty full. That said, I've had nothing since black pudding, so right, that'll do. First of all, let's take that out. Don't want that. It's not sauce. Let that congeal for a bit. It smells good though. I'll tell you what, it smells good. I'm sure it tastes much better than it looks. I'll tell you what, every time a car goes past, this whole thing shakes like mad. I really hope they stop driving around. You know, people, just go home. Right, I'm going to get stuck into this scranage and then, like I say, have a beer and probably settle down. I think I'm going to watch the rest of that Bourne Supremacy I was watching last night. Maybe an episode or two of El Chapo. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, I had to move the van. It was freaking me out a little bit because I was actually on the edge of a cliff. On the fastest section of the road as well. So the cars were absolutely screaming past, and trucks as well, and buses. So that was really kind of freaking me out a little bit with the van wobbling and the thought of one of them maybe careering right into me in the middle of the night and just pushing me off that cliff. So I've moved around the island a bit further around the top towards Uig. There's a nice little quiet section here, gone past some villages, so there's less traffic now, which is good. So I feel a bit more relaxed. And I think it's now time for that beer I was talking about earlier. I didn't have one before, I just stuffed my face with the chili and my crisps and what have you, but I'm going to have a beer now and I'm going to get the Bourne Supremacy on. I'm going to get me Jean-Claude's on and settle down for the night and get an early night, because tomorrow is a big day. So yeah, beer time. Good morning. While I wait for my coffee to brew there, let me just spin you around. Look at this view. Isn't that absolutely stunning? I've got no idea what these are called, but it looks very similar to the Old Man of Storr and Crag as well, however you pronounce it. Yeah, beautiful. This was a really great spot in the end. I'm so glad I moved here. As you can see, it's totally flat underfoot, under wheel. It's just level. A little bit away from the road as well, so the road's there, so a little bit further away from it. So I've got a bit of space there. The cars aren't really whizzing that fast round here, so it was a good move. Very nice indeed, very quiet all night in fact. So I've got my laptop on, just backing up some footage from yesterday and the day before. Like I say, I've got a brew on, and yeah, very excited about today. Today's the big day, going up to see the Old Man of Storr, so yeah, really super excited. Don't know if you can see it, but the sea's just there. I tell you what, it is absolutely freezing as well. I mean, it wasn't cold last night, it was actually quite mild, and it was really warm inside the bed. I mean, that's an incredibly warm duvet. But this morning the temperature just seemed to drop. I just sat there backing up there and got really cold, and it's cold. The air out here now is very cold. I reckon about 2 or 3 degrees. So I mean, sun has just risen, but it's not looking very light. There's a lot of cloud around. I think I can see a little bit of blue sky up there. So I don't know if there's going to be much sunlight today or anything, but I don't really care. Honestly, like I said yesterday, I don't care. I just want to see it. And besides, this stuff is moody as hell. I mean, that is very moody, so I would like to get some shots like that if I can. Anyway, I'm talking gibberish now, aren't I? I need coffee, that's why. I need to wake up. Oh, this is definitely the best part of the day, I think. Having that first coffee. Let me crocs. Exactly. Took these to Nepal. And I purposely bought bright orange ones. I want to get pink ones because obviously it was Prevent Breast Cancer charity that I did it for, but they didn't do pink in men's sizes, so I went for bright orange instead. The idea behind the bright orange was basically to find them in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, but it didn't work because it was so dark at night that even bright orange didn't show up. Right, here we go, just driving down to the car park, the start point of the walk. That's going to take me up to the Old Man of Storr. Yay!
we are at the car park for, look at this, already pockets open. But yeah, at the car park for the Old Man of Storr. Here we go. 2 coach loads of Chinese tourists have just turned up, so it is going to be rammed up there. Typically. Yeah, car park's filling up. So I'm going to get up there before the crowds. Actually, no, I don't care. I don't care about the crowds. It'll be quite interesting to see. Huge crowds around it. So yeah, look, here they are. Look at that. So yeah, it's going to be busy up there. But it kind of feels like I'm back out on a normal vlog again. I've got my bag, I've got all my gear that I normally have, so it's good, it's exciting, ready to hike. You probably can't see it on this camera, but it's all clagged in up there. It's going to be a mist. But it looks like it's trying to clear, so might be lucky. Might be lucky. I don't know whether to let them go ahead or... Yeah, I might give it a few minutes, let them go. And then I'll probably get ahead of them anyway, because they look like they're all wearing Ugg boots and trainers and stuff. So. We've got screaming babies as well. How exciting. Okay, I've just walked past that large group of tourists there. They are from China. I had a bit of a chat with them, and they said that they're not going all the way up because the tourist guide said they haven't got time, which kind of seems crazy to me. You know, you've come all this way, staying in London, you've come all this way to Skye to not go up the Old Man of Storr. That said, I've done that. Last time I was here, I didn't come up here. So yeah, it might not be as crowded as I thought up there. There are obviously other people up there. That's okay. I want people to be around that area because I think it'd be nice to get a sense of scale. If I get above, further up, in the usual spot, you know, for that shot, if I can get some people milling about, that'd be really good. So yeah, great. Let's get further up. Oh wow. Flipping heck. Whew. There he is. This is Prometheus-esque, isn't it? Plan is keep going up and get right above these, and just go and check it all out. And I won't be able to see anything at the moment because it is that thick, the mist, but it's all right. It might clear, and if it doesn't, I don't care. It's such an amazing place to be, especially on a day like today. It's quite nice. When I say this when I'm in the lakes, I love those misty days. You get this, I've said it before, loomage. Things loom out of the mist. It's fantastic. Love it. Honestly, I think I'm going to lose it in a minute. It's just, there's just gorgeousness everywhere. Everywhere. mean, I just don't know where to look. And this might sound really weird, but I think the most good-looking bloke in the world has just walked past me. Flipping heck, even I was like, God almighty, you're a good-looking bastard, aren't you? And he walked into shot as well, which is perfect. He's got his silhouette as he's coming down. Anyway, I don't know the lay of the land. I don't know if I'm heading the right direction. I think I am. I think if I keep going up here, I'll end up getting that classic view along here and see where it takes me. You can see there's a lot of rockfall around here. All these have fallen over the years, obviously. All this here is just littered with boulders. So it is all dropping off all the time. I wouldn't fancy camping around here, that's for sure. Right, I've come to the fence here. Could drop down and go on that stile, and then the path goes round and you can go up on top, but I don't know as I'll be able to see much from there. I won't be able to see anything at the moment because it's so clacked in. But even if it clears, I don't know as I'll be able to get close enough to the edge. So what I'm going to do is go onto this little lump here. Just check the map. There's a little ring contour on this bump here. So I'm going to go and stand on there and probably wait up there, actually see if it clears. If it does clear, then I get a good sense of what's possible and what's not. It's pretty good. I think this is probably the spot actually where people take all the shots from, because it is. Oh, the sun's coming. I can see the sun. This could be epic, actually. Let me get into some sort of a position and get ready for potential. Yeah, I think I can say with a fairly high degree of certainty that this is the spot that most people take the shots from. You can see it's been well trodden on, and it feels right. You know, I've got my internal compass on. It feels like it should be the right spot. Look at the sun. The sun is trying to come out. This could, if it clears, I could get the best shot of the Old Man of Storr that's ever been taken. Wouldn't that be great? Considering I just couldn't be bothered with it. With the shot, I mean, I just want to see it. But there's a whole lot of pea soup there at the moment. So I'm going to hang around, I think, because this looks very promising. I'll stay here. Anybody else turns up, they won't get in my way. Right, I've been here about 3 hours now. I think I'm going to have to admit defeat. It's not going to happen, is it? For a few moments there over that time, it looked like it was going to clear. I mean, it was all. You can see there's a little bit of blue sky there now still. You know, you can see the edge of the mountainside there, and you could see the sun, but it's just gone really thick now. So I think I'm going to have to call it a day, because I don't think it's going to clear. This is what it's like in the lake, so you never know what you're going to get. You know, have all these grand plans and what have you, but it's okay. I mean, I saw it. I saw the old man through the mist. I saw Needle Rock as well. So that looked fantastic, didn't it? Really. So, and I've enjoyed being here. It's been beautiful, fantastic environment. Just got talking to a couple of guys there.
for a few hours. They stayed up and they eventually gave up as well. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do now, before it gets dark, I mean I have got my torch, so I could go down a little bit later, but it's not going to clear, so it's pointless. So I'm going to head down now, back to the van. Well, I just thought, if I can't get the views with the old man, or that classic view, then I can at least go up and say hello. Up close and personal. Very imposing actually when you're right here. He's absolutely massive. Ooh. And significantly undermined as well. That's kind of scary. All that rock and there's like a really narrow bit here. It looks really weak. I'm gonna get the hell out of here before it falls. Imagine it. Death by the Old Man of Storr. That would be, if there's any way to go, that would be it for me. I think that would be awesome. So I'm really pleased actually. I'm really pleased that I've come and touch it, touching the old man up. And like I said, I'm not that bothered about that photograph. I mean, I will definitely come back here in future, no doubt about it. This is quite a special place, and actually made more so by the mist. It's made it quite magical. I have to concentrate coming down here now because it's quite tricky. A lot of it's loose underfoot. Reminds me a lot of coming off Great Gable, that sort of terrain. Been a very good day today. I've really enjoyed it, every minute actually. Very, very special. Quite emotional actually. Anyway, before I start blubbing, I'm going to get on down to the van and decide whether I'm going to go get a takeaway or whether I'm going to eat another one of those dehydrated sachets. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, fish and chips. Oh. Right, I'm going to do that. I'll drive into Portree and see what there is. Tell you what, I'll see you a bit further down towards the car park. Okay, so I've dropped down a little bit now. See the old man up there, look, in the mist. It is starting to rise. The mist is rising because behind now we can see the loch and we can see the sea as well. So it is lifting, but unfortunately we're getting to sunset, so there's going to be no, I mean, as in we're kind of beyond it. Rotten luck, but my goodness, what an environment. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Ruined somewhat by the groups of people that are up around there shouting their heads off. I mean, I don't know why people just want to shout all the time. It is a shame because it does ruin that ambience. But there again, I might have sounded like that guy who shouted at me about the drone on Steelfell. Grumpy old bastard. It's going to be a very, very rapid descent now, I think. I'll be at the car park. Pretty swiftish, so yeah, I'll see you down at the car park. Look at that view. Right, back at the van. I mean, it probably looks quite light, but it's not. It's definitely twilight now, and not a lot of cars around. As you can see, just the van and two other cars. That's it. Yeah, on the way down, there are a whole bunch of Chinese people, tourists, like a big tour group already up there, and there was another group going on the way up as well that I went past. So no idea where their coach is. Maybe he's gone at a Portree for a pint. Can't do that. Right, I'm actually going to go into Portree, I think, and see if I can find either A, a pub, or B, a chippy, or C, Chinese. Yeah, we'll see. If not, failing that, I'll just get the jet boil on and get that dehydrated food on, really. Anyway, right, I'll, whatever I do, I'll film it, so I'll see you there. Cheers. Tell you what, I really needed that hot dinner. That was the first time I've eaten all day, actually. I've not eaten since yesterday. Did any breakfast this morning, had that coffee, and just went out. Because light is so limited at the moment. I ain't got time to waste it by eating food. Anyway, it was delicious. So what I've done, and what I'm planning to do, is head down to Elgol. I've never been down that way. It's down the south east of the island. And it's a little village down there, and you can walk round there and see the Cullens. So I really want to go and have a look at that. The weather forecast tomorrow, again, it's a bit rubbish. It's misty till about 10 o'clock, and then it's just thick cloud for the rest of the day. So I might not be able to see the mountains. They might be cut off at the top, which is a real shame, but that's just the way it is. I'm going to go down there anyway. I'm going to try and find somewhere to park up tonight and sleep on the way down to that village. And we'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to fill up. This should be the last time I put any fuel in the tank on this trip. So I'm going to get some, we're going to fill it up basically. And maybe get some chocolat. I do apologise for not doing any more footage last night after the petrol station. I just drove down to Elgol. It was pitch black. And by the time I got here, I was so tired. All I wanted to do was just get me Jean-Claude's on and get into bed. You know, shattered from yesterday, really. If you're wondering what Jean-Claude's are, by the way, why I keep calling them Jean-Claude's, they are my pyjamas that basically I keep in the van. So they are my my van jams. There it is. Right, you got it. So, Elgol. I'll tell you what, it looks flipping gorgeous here. So as I drove in last night and pulled up at the car park here, it was moonlit, and I really wish I could have filmed that, but it just never shows up properly. And I could see across the water here, across the sea, and the mountains just looked amazing. The silhouette of the mountains, really steep, sharp looking mountains they are, with a little sliver of cloud that ran across halfway up. It just looked absolutely stunning. And as was forecast this morning, it's not the same. The mountains are misty, so I can't see them anymore. And there's a lot of cloud around. Some beautiful sun coming in now. It's just after. Actually, it's later than I thought it was. It's just come to 10 o'clock. So sunrise was just over an hour ago. It's very low indeed. So I think the plan for today, really, I mean, this was a loose day anyway. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. I might have gone back up over to the Old Man of Storr, but I decided against that in the end anyway because, well, I saw it, you know, and it was great. I enjoyed it. I think going back and I might end up just being disappointed, just wasting a day because it's forecast to be missy anyway. So I thought I'd come to this place because I've seen quite a few people come here and it looks beautiful. It's very quiet, little seaside village. There is a boat that runs from here over to somewhere else. But it takes you closer to, well, the mountains basically. I think Blabane is over there somewhere, and it takes you around that area. It saves you walking along the beach and some dodgy bits down that way. I don't know much about this area at all. I'm very sorry, it's really sketchy. You're learning it as I'm learning it. So once I've had my brew, I think I'm going to walk down to the harbour here, see if the boat's running. I mean, it's Sunday. There's no one around. I don't think it'll be running. So if it's not running, that's okay. It's not a problem. I'm going to walk along the coast a bit and just see if the mist lifts a little bit so we can get some shots. So yeah, that's the plan. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope I'm not boring you too much. Last night it got really cold. It was really mild when I went to bed. It was lovely. Very, very calm. Beautiful, beautiful night. Like I say, it was clear. It was the moon was out. I think because of that clarity, because there was no cloud, the temperature dropped pretty rapidly. So this morning, it was very cold. My foot was hanging outside the duvet, and it nearly froze off. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna get down there. See you in a bit. Right, doesn't look like there's any boats running today. Doesn't surprise me at all with it being a Sunday and also completely off season. So I've just kind of wandered down to the shoreline here. It's absolutely stunning place. I mean, it really is. Look at it. All this geology here. That natural causeway into the sea there as well. It's just amazing. However, look at the damn mountains. I know for a fact that there's some whopping peaks right there, real beauties, because I saw them last night in the moonlight. But they're completely shrouded, and this seems to be the theme of this trip so far. Just a lot of cloud, a lot of mist. It's a real shame. But I'm going to hang around. Maybe get some detail shots, something, I don't know, or maybe not. And see if anything happens. If it's looking towards sunset like nothing is going to happen, then I'm probably just going to head off and make my way home in a very depressed manner because I've seen almost nothing. Just means I need to come back, that's all. I've been here a good couple of hours now,
and probably, I would say, up there with the best couple of hours I've ever spent in my entire life, actually. This is a beautiful, beautiful environment. If you're a nature lover, this is the place to be. I mean, I just love all this kind of stuff. Anything to do with the seaside, you know, the coast, the sound of the birds, the smell you get. There's a cormorant or something on the rock over there. I'm not very good with seabirds. I'm not good with any birds, in fact. And it was nice with the light on these little boats here. They're probably the boats actually that take you over to that other place. But it's been teasing me, this cloud. It's looked a few times like it's going to go up, and then it just drops back down again. It really looks like it's clearing out there, but it doesn't seem to be getting any more. There is a tiny bit of light at the bottom there, but I still think it's going to lift. I mean, the mountains go right up. These are huge mountains right here. That said, I can see blue through there, so they're quite thin, I think. I don't know. But light is definitely starting to run out now. Looking at around about 1:30, somewhere between 1:30 and 2. So I think I'm going to be unlucky again, like I was yesterday at the Old Man. But that said, am I disappointed? No, I'm not, you know, because yesterday when I stood up on that platform where I was about to take that stock shot of the Old Man of Storr, the one that you see everywhere, and that cloud prevented me from doing that. I genuinely think that is the universe telling me, don't you be doing stock photographs. You don't do stock. You're not taking that photograph. Go and do something else. And I think maybe the same is the case here. I don't know. It's prevented me from taking that shot, which would have been really lovely, but I've also managed to take other shots, you know, things that maybe I wouldn't have seen had I had that view opening out. And it seems to be opening out right now. So has it been a wasted trip? No, absolutely not at all. I've enjoyed every minute of this, every minute. I mean, yesterday was a very, very magical experience up in the mist around the Old Man of Storr, and you know, I've talked to a few people. It's been lovely, and today's been a really quiet. Hardly seen anybody today. It's been very peaceful. Had a lot of time just to think and enjoy and just look at this scenery and really take it all in. And that's the thing, actually. When you don't get the views, you don't get the photographic opportunities, you do other things. You enjoy it more. The pressure's off. I've said that before. The pressure's off. You can just stand and look and enjoy. I think that is priceless. So no, this trip has not been a disaster or unsuccessful in any way. It's been a resounding success because it's been 3 days of heaven, to be honest with you. And that light is looking amazing. I might get a couple of shots there. You never know, it might clear out. After everything I've said. Just, it's slightly lifting, but it's clearing. There's obviously holes in the cloud now, which could look even better than if it was to lift. You just get little fleeting glimpses of crags or that kind of stuff. I mean, I love that. Don't like that blue sky though, that can go. Anyway, I'm gonna get some more shots, and then I think, well, I'm probably gonna wait till sunset because I'm that much of an idiot, and then I'm gonna go back to the van and start my journey back, that long journey, about 7 or 8 hours I think it will be, all in the dark as well. It's clearing. It's all kicking off over there. Who knows what might happen in the next hour or so. this to happen. Literally 10 minutes after I last spoke to the camera. In fact, it was starting then. That was the starting point of it all beginning to change and the cloud beginning to lift. It was at that point. Nice that way as well, but all this cloud has completely cleared out. I was not expecting to see a blue sky today, not at all. All of it is blown out. You can really start to see those incredible peaks now. I'm so happy, so happy. I mean, it's happy anyway, but this is like icing on the cake, really, isn't it? As beautiful as it is, and my goodness, it is beautiful. I need to hit the road, so I need to say farewell to the Cullens, and I will definitely be back to Elgol at some point in the future. Hopefully not too long, because my goodness, it's beautiful. Definitely the highlight to this trip, I would say. Definitely. And I could stay a little bit longer and maybe get some blue hour shots. You know, the sky could just turn pinky purple and all that kind of stuff in the mountains, but I think they'll be lost in all that sky. It's not really what I like. All the cloud drama's gone now, so I'm going to head back to the van. I think I'm going to make some sandwiches for the trip and get going, make a start. Yeah, fascinating little cliff area that there. Must be made of sandstone or something. All the little porous holes in the bottom section of it there. Very, very weak. I mean, I just put my hand in one of the holes and all starting to come away. So eventually all that's going to fall, I guess. As well as the view, that incredible view. There's lots of other stuff to look at around here as well. Very interesting. Anyway, waffling again. Get to the van, get some food. I've not eaten again today yet. Honestly, I can't look after myself. This is a school here. This is Elgol School. Can you imagine having that as the view out your playground? Incredible. Well, sun setting on another day, the third day and the final day. Actually, the sun is setting on this little mini road trip. Yeah, real mixed bag actually in terms of weather and environment and everything. I think the highlight for me, without a shadow of a doubt, has been Elgol. This has been beautiful, and I know the whole trip has been about the Old Man of Storr, but maybe that would have been more dramatic had there been better conditions. But to be honest with you, it's been quieter here today. There's not been a lot of people. It's been a really peaceful, really relaxing day. Whereas up there, it was kind of chaotic. There's a lot of people around. So yeah, this has been a real highlight. Highly recommend it if you ever come to Skye. You've not been to Elgol, come here. And maybe get on a boat. I mean, I didn't get a chance to go on a boat today. Maybe next time I'll be able to get on. But I will definitely do that because I want to go further around and get into the mountains a bit more. Low light for me was definitely Glencoe. I like Glencoe, but I think now there's all that work going on. It just felt really edgy. I mean, that guy having a go at me, the steamroller guy. I was worried that might have set the tone for the rest of the trip, but fortunately it didn't. I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna head on off home, I think. Thank you, Yam. Thank you very much, Scotland. Thank you very much, Skye, for having me. Beautiful place, and I can't wait to come back.